train, I see the rolling again. When I get on the train, I see the rolling again. But when I see you, baby, like the again. Well, my friends, for quite a while, about 5 years now, I've been broadcasting videos about everything I do here, really. Refurbishing coaches, lorries and small pickup trucks and that sort of thing. Because I have a number of friends in English-speaking countries or in the continent, in Europe, of course, who have English as a second language but wouldn't have the faintest idea of what I'm saying in Portuguese, I decided to shoot this video in English, and I promise I'm going to try and subtitle the older videos. I'm going to try, as I said. Can't guarantee I'm going to be able to, but I'm going to try and subtitle the older videos in English so that you can, perhaps if you like, you can get the whole story. I try to be quite picky with my playlists, and every vehicle I've ever had in our garage, I have a separate playlist for it. So you just go to the playlist according to the name, or if it's one of these coaches here, we use the number as a reference. So this one is 6500. You go to the 6500 playlist and you have all the videos about it from the scratch, really, from the day I bought it, and everything I've done up to now. And as I said, quite a number of friends complain that they'd like to know more about what I've been doing here in Brazil, and they can't because it's only Portuguese. I've got to speak Portuguese. The channel started being a Portuguese-speaking channel, and when someone wants to find out more about what I do, they can't because it's only Portuguese. So what I'm going to do now is, well, first of all, I'm sorry if I look a bit like Sir Coward wearing a robe, but it's Sunday morning, quite foggy actually here. I know Brazil is known as a tropical country, and in fact it is, but I'm in an area of Brazil called São Paulo. It's in the southeast of Brazil, and it's not particularly cold, but it's not that hot. It's more like perhaps I don't know, perhaps like southern France, I'd say. Well, anyway, let me just show you around a little bit here, and you can have an idea of what we have here today, what we do. And as I said, you just go to one of our playlists and you can find out more about each of the vehicles here. Okay, let me just change the position of the camera. So let me start off with these coaches here. I know perhaps for someone at this minute watching this video from Europe, one of these coaches perhaps just means nothing to you, but in Brazil they are known as the king of the road. They are Scania powered, with these have a frame of a K113 Scania, typical early 1990s. You would find these in Europe too, of course. They're all manual. These buses, they were produced by a coach company in Brazil called CONHEÇA, which of course means comet in English. And just giving you the idea of what it is, these were the original colors of these coaches. So they were basically silver with blue and this beige or yellowish beige, I don't know. that's what one of these coaches used to look like. And of course, from the company CONHEÇA, it went on to be used in private hire work and that kind of thing. It's really quite foggy this morning. It's foggier than I thought at first. And this bus here, 7239, is I like calling it my bus because I avoid selling it. I try not to sell it if I can. It's a very, very original model, and it used to be lotted in a garage of this company around where I live, about 25-30 miles from here. And so I've known this bus from when it was brand new, and then it went on to be used by a private hire company in another state. Of course, we're in Brazil, so we have 23 states in this country, and some of them can be quite large. And it went to a neighbor state, but it was about 700 miles away from here, so it was quite far. When I found out about it, I got in touch with the owner, and I bought it back in 2019. So it's been with me about 3 years now. It's a 1997 model. That one, the red one there, we call it Impala because that was a subdivision of the same company. They did just one of their routes. That one is a 1992 model, and this one is a 1995. So this particular model is particularly important because it was the right side of the rear is all closed when compared to the other models. That was prototype for the company. Down here we have this nice Chevy 1979. It is powered by a turbo diesel engine by Perkins, which of course we all know it's a British company. It's a 1979 model, as I said before. I think it's actually the first year they had diesel pickup trucks in Brazil. Before that was all petrol, all burnt and leaded. I'm particularly fond of this model. It's quite original. It's quite handy for me. Helps me very much in everything I do. Let me just show you inside a little bit. Of course, have my CB radio there. As I said, it's pretty original. Quite comfortable to ride, and quite like it. If you're interested in the shifting position, that's what it is. Okay, so quite like it. Nice pickup, really. Don't drive it that much, as you can possibly notice. Drive it every once in a while when I need to pick up something. I have this nice large cargo area here. Always leave a rope and some piece of wood and things here, which I might need when I'm transporting something. It's quite a nice frame, as you can see. All very, very good conditions. Bought this truck, I think about 4 or 5 years ago. It was from a town around 200 miles away from here. It was also very seldom used by the previous owner, so I knew it was going to be a good choice. Now here you see, of course, a classic model all over Europe. In England it's not different. A 112, Scania 112. Of course in Europe you have many different options of gearboxes, and the lot really. In Brazil we don't have, got the keys here, you don't have so many options here. It is basically one thing and that's it. So I'm going to show you around a little bit. So here's my gloves. I'm not going to show you today the trailer I have. I have a heavy-duty recovery trailer. There's also the videos there you can find. So this is the Scania. Inside, it's all red inside. There's another CB radio there. The fan. Here's the controls for the lights and highlights and everything I have with the trailer. Here's the original instruments and dashboard, exactly what it is. Of course, I have, let me see if I can open it. I have a small fridge here. There's a small fridge here. Just some bottles of water. Right, just close it. Of course there's a sleeper, so there's a bed here. You can sleep in it if you're away from home. Right. Quite comfortable really. It's a 10 speed, it's a 10 straight, so it's 5 and 5. Of course it's a Scania, so you have. So as I was saying, it's synchronized. It's a 10 straight gearbox, G870 if I'm not wrong. So if you want to have a proper shifting here, better use the clutch once in every shifting. I actually double clutch quite a lot really, because I'm used to older models. But that's it. That's this is a very good tractor lorry. Here's the 50 wheel. Looks very good. This is our logo. It says the Dream Heavy Duty Garage. That's what it says. This is what our Scania looks like. This is the 7239 model. As I said, as opposed to the other one, it's open here on the right. Oh, this is the battery box. No batteries there at the moment. They're having a maintenance regarding batteries in this vehicle. I've got to wait for new batteries to arrive. That's it. I'm sorry perhaps if it's been a bit of a letdown, if you were expecting to see Brazilian lorries and coaches and the lot, but unfortunately there's no such thing as a Brazilian car manufacturer. We produce vehicles in this country under the authorization of international companies such as Fiat from Italy, VW from Germany, Ford, Chevrolet, Scania, Volvo, more recently things like Renault, Citroën, but these are not very common models in Brazil, at least not as solid as the previous one I mentioned. So no, we don't have any 100% legitimate Brazilian car manufacturer. They all from different countries being produced in Brazil. And this is a little bit of what we have. I have one more small pickup truck I'd like to show you, which has a very special story for me personally. That pickup truck used to belong to my father, and my father died about 20 years ago, and when he died we sold that pickup truck, and that's the kind of thing that stays in the back of your mind and you never forget. And a couple of years ago I started trying to trace down where that pickup truck was, and I finally found it about 2 years ago. Talked to the previous owner, and he said he was not interested in selling it. Till last year, late last year, about 3 months ago, he got in touch with me and said he wanted to sell it, and then I bought it, and now we're doing it up at the moment. It's still not finished, but I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. So as I said, no Brazilian cars, unfortunately. They're all produced in Brazil, but so we have here a Fusion, and there we have a Navarro, which in Brazil is not called Navarro, funnily enough. It is Frontier. It's just a Nissan Navarro. That's basically my everyday car. And we have Ford Fusion, international Ford model, and this is my father's pickup. I think the layout here speaks for itself, right? So these are the lorries my father used to like. Of course, I got this passion of heavy vehicles because of my father. I'm particularly proud of these wheels and tires. I think they look quite good. We're still going to do the inside up, so just disregard the inside for the moment. Outside it looks quite good. We basically have to do the inside. We're going to adapt here an assisted steering wheel because it's mechanical at the moment, and we have to do up the brakes. And in this country you need to have air conditioning if you want to survive the weather in summer. So I'm going to install an air conditioning system for this pickup, but it's quite good. It's very nice. But also, originally it was a Chevrolet 6-cylinder petrol. Of course, now it has a turbocharged diesel engine, Perkins too. So it's a newer model of Perkins. That one down there is a 4236 model, and this one is a Q20B. So it's basically we have two pickups. We have that one there, which is also Perkins. That's original diesel. And we have this one, which is not original diesel, but it's actually a newer model when compared to the other one. Okay, so this one is a 1969 Chevy C10, and the other one is a 1979 Chevy D10. So in Brazil, C10 originally meant that it was gasoline, it was petrol, and D10 meant it was diesel. So that's it. We have terrible regulations in this country about which cars can burn diesel and petrol, and it's all quite complicated, really. And that's it. These are the cars we have, and coaches and lorries, and just didn't have the chance today of showing you our recovery trailer, which is quite professional too. We're going to show it in another episode, I promise. Well, as I said, this is a video mostly for our friends from abroad who would like to find out more about what we do here. I'd like to thank you all very, very much. Of course, quite a lot of our friends from Brazil are going to see too. But this one is for the international market. As I said, I'm going to try and put the subtitles in English in the older videos too, and certainly in the newer ones. Okay, thank you very, very much for watching, and take care. Cheerio, bye-bye.
Esta garagem é de peso.